Hey, if you're an owner, developer, or general contractor, chances are you've probably heard of builder's risk insurance. Or in this video, I'm going to share with you what it is, what it covers, what type of losses it would cover, and then what to expect from a cost side of things. Mike Asalas here. Welcome back to the Business Insurance Playbook. Our goal is simple at this channel is to help you become a better buyer of your business insurance. I've been helping businesses for over 13 years manage risk and insurance problems. And my goal is simple, to help everyone win the insurance game. So if you enjoy our channel, do us a favor, give us a thumbs up and subscribe. Builder's risk insurance, to put it as plainly as possible, is coverage for your building or your project while it's in the course of construction. One of the key things to understand if you're on the fence about buying a builder's risk policy is that you need to purchase it before the building is 30% of the way done. Right? So I would you should be talking with your agent several months before you even build the project so you can get an idea of what costs will look like, which I'm going to share about with you at the end of the video. All right, so what's covered in a builder's risk policy specifically, besides just the building? Well, the most common in all builder's risk policies is hard costs, right? Also known as maybe sticks and bricks, but this is going to be the property itself, materials, and labor, right? That's what's going to be included into those hard costs. The second thing that's going to be covered, and you have to ask for this because it's generally not going to be just thrown in there, is soft costs. Now, these are costs that you incur as an owner because, something occurs that causes a delay, right? And so these could be, maybe you have extra loan interest, right? Or maybe you have extra fees that you have to pay because now you got to go do some re-inspections to meet some codes, right? That's just two examples. There's probably several others. But soft costs, again, need to be specifically requested. Generally speaking, they're not going to be just added to a builder's risk policy. And the third area of coverage that you want to consider is business interruption or really loss of rent coverage, right? Again, let's say you're a developer and you're building a commercial property and there's a fire when you're 6 months through the project and now you have to start over. Well, that cost you rent, right? Because you were probably in your mind thinking, hey, this will be completed by this date. I can start collecting rent. And so now maybe there's a loss of rent situation. Again, this is just business interruption or loss of rent. And you'll need to ask your agent about this when you get a quote on your builder's risk insurance. All right, so what perils are covered? Basically, it's your typical property insurance type of events that could happen. Claims caused by fire, vandalism, theft, major storms, a hurricane comes through, like a windstorm, possibly flood, right? That's just going to depend on your specific location and your specific needs. All right, so what is this policy going to cost you? Again, I would start talking with your agent well in advance before you start building the project, once you have some specifics, so you can get an idea and properly budget for it. But a good rule of thumb is going to be, it's going to be between 1 to 5% of the total value of that project is what it's going to cost you. The total value that they use is the value of the project, the top line. So if you're doing a $43 million project, that's labor, that's material, that's everything, that's what they're going to base the builder's risk premium off of. Now, there's a lot of different factors that can impact your cost, right? Location is one. Let's say you're building in Florida where hurricanes hit. That's a lot riskier than maybe building in Wyoming. Okay. The other is what type of material, right? Is it going to be wood or is it going to be steel? Is it a concrete job, right? That really has a major implication on your costs. The other thing is what's the duration of the job, right? If it's going to be longer, more things could occur. And so these are all just different factors that you need to talk with your agent about. The main thing is you want to get started early. One quick thing to note is that builder's risk costs have gone up in beyond that 1 to 5% range I've told you. For example, in Florida, a lot of developers had been complaining about builder's risk costs being as high as 8%. So again, just a very critical item that you want to plan for and think through before just starting to build. Hey, if you found this video helpful, feel free to reach out to us with any questions you have in the comments or just send us a direct message. And as always, we appreciate your support. We'll see you next time.